water tower is going to be placed. So what we're going to do is Tony Schreiber is going to provide us with a 30-yard dumpster that we'll locate behind the service department gate. That gate will be open throughout the week, and then we'll open it on Saturdays from 8 until noon. You'll have to provide some type of an ID. I would say a beach sticker. Most of us get beach stickers here in town. That would work. So as long as you're a Fairport resident, you're allowed to dump. If not, we don't want you dumping in there. That's kind of what happened with the last one, is it got overrun. So we are opening that up then to the residents. It'll be at the service department. It'll be behind the gate. And we'll see how it goes. If we need to change some things, provide some feedback to us, we're open to it. But I think it's a nice service that we're able to still provide for our residents. And I thank Mr. Schreiber for his willingness to help us out. Before I go further, I need a motion to change the agenda. We've added resolution number 2023-40 to the agenda, and that's the resolution for the school resource officer.
It's on there. It's on there.
Was it on the original one?
No.
No, we need to,
Right.
yeah, we need to submit the,
So I'm amending it. I think you're looking at the amended one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I need a motion for that, please.
Make a motion.
second.
Becknick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, from our administrator, Amy Constant.
Water vault. The village has received notification that work will begin on the water vault improvement starting July 5th. We'll be working with CT Consultants to prepare the village for the transition to Painesville Water. Community Development Block Grant. We applied for paving improvements, Paradise Court, Vine Street from 5th Street to New 4th, and 5th Street from High Street to Plum. The request for the application was $118,000. The village will provide $10,000 toward the project, and the total cost is $128,000. I'm happy to report that the county posted their notification today, and we were fully funded for this project. So this will be in addition to the other streets that we are going to be working on with the American Rescue Funds. The spring and summer newsletter for 2023 was distributed to residents before Memorial Weekend. It contains a list of events, and it can be found on the Facebook page and the village website. Mardi Gras Parade and Festival will take place June 29th to July 2nd. The parade will step off at 7 p.m. on Thursday, June 29th, and fireworks will take place on Sunday, July 2nd at dusk. The theme for the parade this year is Beach Party. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has announced that they're going to begin maintenance dredging of Fairport Harbor on and about June 1st. Dredge completion is scheduled for July 16th. The Great Ohio Bicycle Adventure Group arrived in Fairport today for their lunch stop. They were on their way to Willoughby. About 1,500 riders attended lunch today. Such a nice group of folks. Wonderful volunteers that we have here in Fairport Harbor that were able to organize all of this and provide lunch for everybody. They started arriving about 10, and they went on their way to the next location about 1 o'clock. They'll be in Willoughby tonight for an overnight at Todd Field, I believe. Finally, registration for 4th of July house decorating contest. There's no charge for registration, but it's required by Wednesday, June 28th. Judging will take place on Thursday, June 29th. Prizes will be awarded to first, second, and third place winners. The winners will be announced on the village website and social media on Friday, June 30th. And you can find all this information on our Facebook page and village website. Also, we do have Village Fest coming up August 12th this year, and that'll be from noon to 5 in downtown Fairport like we have in years in the past, close to the street. So I think that's all for my report.
Okay, thanks, Amy. I just want to take a moment and thank Amy and CT Consultants, and a special thank you to the county commissioners, too, for approving that $118,000 in CDBG funding for those street, those road repair improvements. There was a lot of work they got done there, and again, that's a substantial amount of money that's coming back into the village, and those are dollars that we don't have to spend from the levy that we have on the books now that we could put into other projects here in the village. So very nice job with that. Thank you very much, Amy. And then the event today, I don't know who all was in town, but in say it was a couple thousand folks on different types of bikes that rode through our village. I know Greg Major had a part in this, but it was kind of cool. I mean, the town was full of people. There was bikes laid all up and down High Street. These folks didn't just come in and not do anything here. They actually spent money in the village, and they went to our shops, and I saw the lighthouse was full of people, and I actually had to wait to turn the corner because there was people just kind of congregating right there at the creamery and the lighthouse. So it was a cool day. We really didn't know what to expect. Certainly grateful that that group chose our town. Very grateful for the organizations in town that came together and really did a fantastic job from what I could tell. So bravo to everybody here in Fairport Harbor. You guys really showcased the village nice today. Anyone got any questions or comments for Amy? Okay, if not, Clyde, our engineer.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. You mentioned the vaults. The other water projects, we anticipate the construction loan to be approved next Thursday. So after that, we can go ahead and enter agreements with the contractor for those projects. Chestnut Street is going to be advertised next Friday. And two other projects we're working on are the streetscape project and the paving project, which I think got a little bigger today. And we're going to advertise those in July.
Good. Thanks, Clyde. Anyone got any questions of Clyde?
Yeah, just one, Mayor.
Yes,
So those secondary streets that we're still trying to perform work on, are those still on the list?
Yes.
Okay. Any idea when?
Mike is giving bids now for several in-location repairs.
Okay. Good to go. Thank you.
I have a question. Do you
Yes.
have an idea when the streetscape will take place?
We'll bid it out in July, and it'll probably take a month to award a contract, so probably August, September.
October. It'll be October by the time we really get into it. At least that was the timeline of last year. So I think that's a fair assessment. Okay. From our fiscal officer, Christine Page.
Okay. Financial report is in your packet. For the month of May, your revenue was $428,302.60. Expenditures for the month were $393,245.83. Your investment interest for the month of May was $16,515.44. That just makes me so giddy to say that. At this point, I was working on the budget, and I'm thinking we're going to have well over $100,000 in interest this year at this current pace. I can see it, yeah, so it's going along swimmingly. I'm super pleased with it. All right, so year-to-date, your revenue year-to-date, $2,243,093.01. Your year-to-date expenditures are $1,831,383.20. Your check register is at the very back of this package. Checks and receipts if you have questions. None? All right, next thing. This is the time of the year when budget needs to be done and filed with the county auditor's office. Amy tells me that I am clear to ask if council would set a public hearing to review the budget on July 12th at 6:15, and then schedule a special that same day at 6:30 to approve the budget for submission. It needs to be adopted by the 15th of July. So we'll do that. We adopt it by the 15th of July. We file with the auditor's office by the 20th of July. So I need a motion to set those dates if you all
Do
agree.
we want to do it on the 11th? That's the Tuesday. Or we need, I mean, do we have the room on the 12th?
I have a,
Oh, we have the room on the 12th.
Yes.
Okay,
right, and I
that's all
have a
was
meeting
doing.
in Perry on the
That's fair.
11th.
That's fair. Okay.
Make a motion for the public hearing and the special meeting following. Start at 6 p.m.?
6:15?
6:15.
6:15 and then 6:30.
Got it.
6:15 and 6:30. Chair, second?
Second.
Thank you.
What happens if we're not here? and we can't make it, can we zoom
As long
in?
as long as there is a majority?
As long as we have a majority.
As long as we have a
Okay.
majority.
I won't be here.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
I'll make sure.
Would you-
well,
would you be
everybody-
here?
We need to suspend the rules.
So we need at least
Yeah.
5. though,
Would,
for that.
would you be here on the next day?
Nope, I'm not here at all that week.
Okay.
Are we allowed to do
What am I
remote
doing?
meetings? Or because that's suspended?
We're not allowed, yeah,
But to suspend the rules, we only need 5 for that, right?
right.
So we need at least 5 members to
Right.
show up. Is everybody else available on the 12th?
Yep.
We should be good.
Okay. Okay, good.
It could be scheduled earlier, it's just 10 days' notice, I think is what,
I need to provide 10 days' notice, and it
Right.
needs to be adopted by council by the 15th, on or before the 15th,
right. I mean, so any time, 10 days before
as long as
any
I got
meeting,
10
right.
days. Yeah,
So if that makes a difference here.
yeah. We good?
I think we're good.
All right, so, let's see here. I don't need to do anything other than just poll this board on the motion?
Just poll the board.
Thank
right.
you. Mr. Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Becknick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you all. That is all I have.
Thanks, Christine.
You're welcome.
We have no old business safety committee. Mr. Saracen, looks like you got quite a bit tonight.
Yes, I want to thank both of our chiefs for all the, Chief Coran for all the work he did for the resource, and Chief Lloyd on getting our car and the beautiful editorial we had last Sunday. I need a motion authorizing purchase of a 2023 E450 ambulance.
So moved.
Second?
McKinney?
Aye.
Becknick?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
A motion authorizing the purchase of an ambulance cot.
So moved.
Second.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Becknick?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
A motion authorizing purchase of a cot load system.
So moved.
Second?
McKinney?
Aye.
Becknick?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
A motion needing, authorizing the purchase of a John Deere utility vehicle.
So moved.
Second.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Becknick?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
I'd asked Chief Lloyd if he'd say a few things, how important this was, what council just did. We are going to have 2 new ambulances and car trucks, whatever. And if you could just say a few things that to let everybody know exactly the safety and what it's going to mean to all the residents of Fairport and how hard this council worked with you.
Thank you, everybody. The ambulance we bought tonight replaces the one that was in an accident, was totaled, which that ambulance is going to be, I was going to come to you guys next year to purchase that, which would have been about $300,000. The cot in the load system is very important for that. It prevents our back injuries. And those were both totaled out in the accident also. The John Deere utility vehicle we're actually purchasing with, we received a sizable donation made out to the fire department. And that's going to be kind of a proactive thing for when the trail gets put in along the lake, Mardi Gras, any event that's held in town. Even planning for next year for the eclipse. Chief Coran and I were at a meeting with Amy, and we're expecting a pretty big influx of people where traffic's going to be a problem. That utility vehicle will be available to the police for them to use. Also, if we have to get an injured patient, it's kind of designed for EMS. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate what you do for us.
Also, I want to just touch, we're rare in our community and for the whole Lake County. We have 2 new ambulances, which is absolutely great. We'll have they'll be insured for how many years. We have everything covered, so that's the biggest thing. The safety of our residents with 2 brand new ones is not even heard of most places.
Right.
Can
Somebody said the first time in his career he's had 2 matching ambulances in town. So, kind of proud of that.
Well, thank you again for all the hard work.
Thank you.
I just wanted to add to that, in case anyone doesn't know, we have about $185,000 in insurance proceeds for the ambulance that was totaled and the cot that was totaled. So that's part and parcel to what we're spending to buy these vehicles. A large portion of this is insurance proceeds.
If I may add real quick, I'd like to also commend Chief Lloyd for really working the insurance company to ensure that the village got the most value out of that totaled vehicle. Dealing with insurance companies on a daily basis, I know that's not always easy and can be frustrating, and I commend him for his hard work on everything he did with that.
Here, here. Yeah, a lot of good work been done here within the last month, right? It's been about a month since the accident.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty quick turnaround for all of this, Bob, so thank you for that. Christine, for your work too. I know there was a lot of back and forth and trying to get it all figured out, so. All right. So a motion to pay the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Saracen?
Aye.
Becknick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2023-38, Northeast Ohio Public Emergency Council, NOPEC, Energized Community Grant Program. So this is an ordinance authorizing all actions necessary to accept Northeast Ohio Public Emergency Council 2023 Energized Community Grant Funds and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second?
Move to suspend.
Second.
Suspend. Becknick?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Adopt. Becknick?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2023-39, a resolution to amend the official certificate of estimated resources and amend permanent appropriations and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt, Mayor.
Second.
Move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Suspend. Bertone?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Becknick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Adopt. Bertone?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Becknick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2023-40, a resolution authorizing the mayor and the village administrator to sign the school resource officer agreement with the Fairport Harbor Exempted Village School District and declaring an emergency. I'd like to ask that gets put on first read to allow the school board a chance to look at Exhibit A, and then if everyone's in agreement, we could maybe vote at the July meeting. And I don't know if there's any comment from any council members before we move forward.
Yeah, Mayor, I want to say thank you to the chief. Gave you a lot of tasks to go through to put this together, but you accomplished all that, and I appreciate that because I feel at the end of the day, this is now sustainable. I think Mr. Lyons wrote this agreement to have not only a 5-year agreement, but it would automatically renew potentially after that, so this could go on for a number of years, which is the goal. So thank you. Great job.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Lots of work.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, so we're on first read for that. I don't think I have anything else this evening. It's hard to believe this is the last meeting before Mardi Gras, so I kind of think we're ready for it, just like always. So, and I know the school held off construction in a smart decision, right, to get through Mardi Gras, so bravo for that. Does council have anything else this evening before I open it to the public?
Happy birthday, Mayor.
Thank you, Christina.
Happy birthday, Mayor.
Jerry.
I will not be here on the regular meeting on the 18th.
Okay. You will be here on the 12th?
I'll be here on the 12th, but will not be on the 18th.
Fair enough, thank you, Jerry. Okay, we're open to the public. Go ahead, Karen. Karen had her hand up.
There you go, Karen.
Happy birthday to you as well, Karen.
Oh, yeah, Karen, happy birthday.
Well, thank you, Mayor.
Happy birthday.
Is this on? It's not on? Oh, yes, okay. Karen Bidlack, 635 Eagle Street. Just a clarification for Amy. What are the streets that are being resurfaced or?
So, yeah, through the CDBG grant, Paradise Court, Vine Street from 5th Street to New 4th, and 5th Street from High Street to Plum Street.
What was that last one? Fifth Street?
5th from High to Plum.
Okay.
Okay?
And question about fireworks. I believe that the village opted out of allowing fireworks. Is that the case, or do you permit fireworks in the village?
No, we opted out.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens when you have residents who are shooting off fireworks too?
Chief?
Yes, Chief.
Karen, we will, as the police department, we will deal with it, and the culprits will be cited if we catch them. And we have enough evidence to do so as well, and, we'll confiscate whatever's left.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
You gonna have a firework party, Karen?
What?
Were you planning on having a firework party?
I'll cancel it now.
Yes, sir.
Hello, yes, Brad Segro, 658 2nd Street. Just wanted to recall notice on a one-way sign that is missing. It's been missing for 10-plus years at the corner of 2nd Street and Water Street. I brought this up about a year ago to council. With everything coming up and with Mardi Gras, it'd be great because we get probably, dozens upon dozens of cars going wrong way up to the lighthouse, and also thousands of cars that turn around in the intersection there at 2nd Street and Water Street. I think it's a safety issue and also a congestion issue down by the boat ramps and the Port Authority. So there is no one-way street sign at the corner of 2nd Street and Water Street. Still.
Okay, thank you.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that prior to the Mardi Gras event that we place that one-way sign at that location.
Second.
I will speak with the service department about ordering a sign, and hopefully we can get it quickly.
Okay.
We're
Do I
gonna do a
need
roll call on
I
that?
need to do that? Yeah, that's where I was going with it next. Huh?
Yeah, do a roll call.
I gotta do a roll call. Bertone.
Aye.
Becknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Carla Rebozzi, 501 New 4th Street. I have two questions and a comment, if that's acceptable. So my first question goes back 10 months ago concerning street and sidewalks, all the new sales of homes.
Streets and sidewalks, what?
Street and sidewalks ordinance about point of sale and sidewalks and aprons conditions. I specifically mentioned 3 properties. One was fixed, 2 have not been. And I'm just wondering why it's taking so long for these people to fix their aprons and sidewalks when they bought homes last
Do you have
year.
addresses?
Yes, I do. Would you like them? 534 New 4th Street and 543 High Street. The email was sent to you on August 3rd, and I got a reply August 16th of 2022 from Amy that the money was in escrow, but nothing's been done, and it's 10 months, and I think with all the new sales going on now, too, I mean, it's, your house sells in a week here anymore.
We'll look into it and we'll
So-
get you some info.
Well, I'd appreciate it.
Yes.
I just don't know what the dragging of the feet is from. Also, I have a question about businesses being allowed to be run in residential homes. Is that a yes or no?
I guess I'd let Jim answer that one, because I think it's a yes and a no. Depends on the business, right?
It really does, I guess it would depend upon the business. What kind, I mean, a landscaping business? maybe-
No, I just remember that Julie's Flowers started in her basement, and she was made to go find a place to rent. Well, there's a couple other people that are running businesses out of their home as well, photography business, now a dog kennel business. There's some sort of a spa business going on. I see these things advertised on Facebook through residents of Fairport. And if some people have to go out and actually pay rent for a business in a commercial zone, why isn't everybody having to do that?
I don't know that it makes sense for everybody. The dog groomer runs the business out of her home, but she came to my house.
Well, I'm talking now a dog kennel and taking dogs in.
Well, I guess we
And
can have
also a
to-
photography
again,
studio.
Do you have an address, and then maybe we can look into what the zone is?
I can email you the information
Right,
I've
but
seen
without
from
having the
Foss.
specific
Right, it's really
ordinance in front of it.
hard
So-
without the specifics, and the more
Yeah.
Okay,
specifics you put in,
understand.
and in terms of what the basis of your knowledge is, then that would help, okay?
Yeah, well, it's things you see on Facebook, so what do you believe, right? But it's like, how come one person can do it and another can't?
I don't know if just having it on Facebook would be enough to prove a case, because when you send a letter out, if they don't comply, ultimately you have to file in Painesville Municipal Court, and you have to be able to prove a case beyond a reasonable doubt with somebody who would have, you know, I went to the, you know, I went to this place and they were running a business, you know, almost eyewitness testimony here, so the more information you have that you can provide,
Okay.
then that would be helpful.
I'll compile an email and send it to you all.
Thank you.
Okay? And a comment today is about GOBA. I was down there all the time, and there were so many happy people and so many compliments, and the people were all so nice, and so many of them said they would love to come back to Fairport. Somebody wanted a boozy shake, but they didn't want to bike and drink. So it was such a nice event, and it was nice to see everybody come together. And thank you guys for okaying all of that. They really had a good time. They really complimented our food, too, so, thank you.
Thank you for all that you did. It was easy to say yes to it. You folks did a ton of work to, you know, pull this off, and it wasn't an easy task.
Well, it was also a good opportunity for tourism, for the Mardi
100%.
Gras, for the
Yes.
VFW,
Yes.
and for the Christ Child organizations to get donations today. The people were very generous, so, thank you.
And thank you, Carla. Okay. Yes, sir.
Greg Major, New 4th Street. I'd like to hand out some thank yous if I could. The reason Fairport is a cool place to live is a little behind-the-scenes things that happen that people don't get. First of all, I'd like to thank Amy for helping me avoid an ugly situation. The opening day of the Lighthouse, we're putting up the flags for the 13 original colonies. Well, the flag for Georgia was the Stars and Bars. So I ran into Amy and she said, Greg, it's probably not a real good idea to do that right here. So she said, just replace it with something else and then order a Georgia flag and then put it up. And that's what I did. Thank you for... And another thing about Amy is, no matter what we have in this town, if some kid's building a sandcastle or Amish kids are playing croquet in the park, Amy is always there. And I really appreciate the fact that you are always there for these things.
Thank you.
Okay. Second of all, I would like to thank Chief Coran and his police department. As you know, Reverend Medjussi passed away, and the Hungarian Reformed Church was having a huge funeral. And I ran into Detective O'Brien, and I told her that the funeral was going to be on the last day of school, which is really going to interfere with the traffic. And she said, well, let me see what I can do. And his department and the police and everything really gave us a nice situation where we didn't have any problems. It was really well, I mean, because those cars, you know what 6th Street looks like on any given day, And it was really a nice thing that you guys took really good care of us, and there was no complaints, and no beeping horns, and nobody getting upset, so I really appreciate what you guys did.
Thank you.
And last but not least, I'd like to thank Chief Lloyd. At the Hungarian Reformed Church, we have 2 flags up there. Now, this might not seem like a big deal to anybody, but it sure was to us. The Hungarian flag got caught about a year ago up on the flagpole, and it got all ripped to shreds, and we called companies to try to come down and get them down, and nobody would come out, and it was too costly, this, that, and the other thing. I happened to be working with a friend of Chief Lloyd's, and I was explaining this to her, and she said, well, let me make a phone call. So she called Chief Lloyd, he came down, said, Greg, what's the problem? And I told him about the flag. He said, well, let me make a call. And he called Mike Rowan. Mike Rowan got that old truck with the bucket on. Within an hour and a half, that flag was up. Now, that might not seem like a big deal, but that was Reverend Majesty's dying request, was that that flag be up there and flying. When his family came back from making funeral arrangements, and they saw that flag, they all busted out in tears. And I'd like to thank Chief Lloyd and Mike Rowan and the department for really, that was really a great thing they did. It might not seem like much to you people, but that was really a good thing that they did. And last but not least, I'd like to thank both Chief Coran and Chief Lloyd for their ability to be able to stretch $1. You live in Mentor or Concord, you need something, yeah, just go buy a new one. But these 2 guys right here, I've talked to them on many occasions, and they can really stretch $1 and make, like with the ambulances, and Chief Coran getting the bicycle thing back up, all these little things, and as a tax-paying citizen of Fairport, I really appreciate what you guys are doing out there. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We need to get the motion to the highway.
Right?
Thank you all. Okay, if nothing else, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Make motion.
Second.
Technic. Aye. McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver. Aye. Terracey.
Aye.
Berton.
Aye.
Price.
Aye.
Thank you.